Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is good to see you. Was it pilot error or pilot suicide that led to the Air India crash in Ahmedabad that killed all 241 people on board except one? For the last 48 hours, ladies and gentlemen, that is the one question that is being asked not just in India but across the world after a preliminary probe report was released by the Aviation Accident Investigation Bureau, the AAIB, that reports to the Civil Aviation Ministry of India. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why that question is being asked over and over again. The AAIB report that had experts from Boeing, for Air India, from GE as well, was released in the dead of the night on Friday. The 15-page report gives a virtual clean sheet to all corporates, saying very clearly that there were no mechanical or maintenance issues with the ill-fated flight. But the report does not give a clean sheet to the two pilots who are no longer around to defend themselves. Yes, it is true that the probe report does not blame Captain Sumit Sabharwal and the first officer Clive Kunder, but it doesn't give them a clean sheet either. Was the report, the question of pilot error, pilot suicide, hanging in the air? That's what the report does. It keeps questions of pilot error and pilot suicide hanging in the air. It puts out the last conversation between the two pilots, where one can be heard saying, "Why did you cut off the fuel switch?" And the other says, "I didn't do it." So that's the conversation that has been put out in the report. That's it. There is no context. There is no telling us who the pilot was who was asking the question, who was the pilot who answered, no follow-up, nothing in the report at all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a pilot. I'm not an aviation expert. I'm even not a psychiatrist.